What's up, guys? Welcome back to another review. Today, I'm happy to finally have the S.H Figuarts Dodoria. And it's been a long time coming. It's been out for a few months, and there's plenty of reviews up already, but it's not going to stop me from giving my 2 cents. So let's take a better look at this guy and take him out the package. All right, so here we have the figure out the package, and it looks really, really good. Sculpt wise, they really did a good job. They nailed it. The proportions of the figure compared to other figures in the line too is very good and well executed. I think that the only thing that's missing, and it's kind of a obvious thing that probably should be there, is the shading. So it looks great. I do like that everything is molded in its color. It does look good and it helps it look clean, but at the same time it's a little plain looking, like a little shading in the brown, at least in the crevices, a little darker, maybe a little gray around like the lining here in the boots and here, like just to add a little bit of like detail. Maybe even a little purple shading here in the arms or in the lines in the face. Yeah, it could have gone a long way. Just adding a little bit of shading would be so much better. Alrighty, so the figure does bring this like stern expression, more neutral head, plus these fisted hands. And it also does include this screaming face along with these slightly open hands or clawed hands. It is worth noting the scouter can be placed on any of the heads. The ears are removable. Also brings this like a grinning face or an evil face with more open hands. They're slightly more open. It'd be nice if it was a little bit more variety because the hands are very similar. And then last but not least, it brings this Dragon Ball and it brings this pointed hand. And the Dragon Ball is very well done. I like the shimmery effect that it has. The color just pops. I think it looks better than the way that they were doing it before. Okay, so let's go over the articulation. And real quick, I just want to show he is a bit floppy. And I don't know if all of them are like this or not, but mine certainly is. Kind of falls forward a little bit. You can see in there. It looks like it should be able to swivel, but I'm too scared to do it too because it feels super tight and I don't want it to break how a lot of people's Bardock arms broke, or just other figures that come too tight and then you try to just force it and it snaps. So it's fine. I'm not going to mess with it. Maybe I'll pull it apart later and kind of sand that joint down a little bit. But anyway, the articulation, aside from that, the head looks up this much. He looks down that much. Has a bit of a tilt from side to side. The neck piece actually moves individually as well, so it gives you a little bit more range. You can see it move up there. These move out of the way, allowing you to bring forward the arm. Has a butterfly joint. There's a swivel at the bicep there. Double bend at the elbow. The wrist has a swivel and it's on a hinge. Now there's a swivel here at the chest, but that's the piece I'm talking about. It's a bit tight that I'm scared to break, so I'm not going to do that. But you should be able to twist this side to side, I believe. There's a bit of swivel also at the waist, but not much. What else? Let's see. The legs kick out this much. They're a bit hindered by this piece here. There's not much bend to it. He's kind of a big guy, so he can't bend too much. He kicks out this much. Kicks out a good amount. He kicks back all the way. He kicks back more than he kicks forward. So there's swivel at the thigh. There's toe articulation. There's a swivel and a rocker at the ankle. So Yeah, I feel like it should be able to do a little bit more, and it probably can, but I'm just scared to break this piece, so I'm not gonna force it. Like I said, it's kind of a shame. It still is a good figure, and I'm sure after I modify it a bit, it will work. But for the sake of the review, it did come like that out the package, and it's a bit hard to articulate. So I'm gonna have to watch some other people's reviews and see if they're having the same issue, or just maybe read online somewhere, see if people are having that problem, because kind of sucks. And real quick, just for a few size comparisons, here he is next to Marvel Legends Kingpin. And here he is next to S.H Figuarts Raditz. And finally, here he is next to Imagination Works Goku. Alright, guys, so final thoughts on the figure. They did a great job with the sculpt. I think that it looks just like Dodoria. The only issue is the skin color is a little bit off. It should be more of a brighter color and like a deeper pink. This is a little bit light, like a bubblegum color, or I'm not even sure what to call it, but it's not quite the right color. Also, the lack of shading sucks for the price point. This thing was almost $100 for me, and most people are going to end up paying more than that for it. So even though it's a great sculpt, the lack of shading, I don't know if it warrants that price point. That's pretty high up for leaving out some of those details. It does include a decent amount of accessories, which is fine. All the head sculpts are good. I like how you're able to put the scouter on every single head. Most times you're not able to do that for figures that bring scouters. It's like you can put it on a few of them, but not necessarily all of them. So it's good that they did that. The shoulder pads, they did fix that they don't fall out as easily, but the problem is it's still completely in the way. So I'm not sure how they should tackle that to fix it, but it is something to start thinking about maybe for next releases of 2.0 figures or other figures that are going to have similar things. Like, you're going to need to find a different way to deal with that. So aside from that, yeah, the figure's really good. So I give it a good positive score. Just, it's a bummer that some of those things I mentioned are a problem, you know? But yeah, that's going to be it for the review. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't or if you want to. And yeah, let me know what you thought about the figure. Did you pick it up? Are you going to skip on it? Because it is very expensive, and I do understand if you are not going to get this one. You know, you have to be pretty deep into the line and pretty committed to get this one. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.